Hello.
Hi.
Welcome
To
the Landline podcast. That's so crazy to say, actually.
Yeah, it really is.
This is something that I actually can't believe is happening.
I know.
We just started our first podcast ever.
I know. It's kind of crazy. So,
We're going to go to our introductions because some of you may not know us, even though most of you probably do and should. But in case you forgot, hello, my name is Kaylin.
And I am Rollin.
And we are starting the Landline podcast.
Yep.
Which is so crazy to me.
It's a shocker. This is just for us for now, but...
Yeah. It may be for y'all at some point too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of our way of documenting our college experience with everybody. Maybe our life experience with everybody. We'll see how far it goes. But for right now, we're just gonna experiment, have some fun.
Yeah.
Maybe tell y'all a few things along the way.
Hopefully, we'll have some stories to tell about college and how it went for us or how the week's going. So
Exactly. And I think it's gonna be fun. I'd say we're pretty funny people sometimes too. So let me set the bar a little lower. But, maybe you'll laugh, maybe you'll cry, maybe you'll... I don't know.
Hopefully they won't be crying.
Well, you never know.
Life is tough.
With people. Life is tough.
Just living.
We're just living. And that is our slogan, everybody. I hope you like it because you're going to hear it a lot.
Probably.
So, feeding into our topic for the week. This topic for the week is Welcome Week. We're going to talk about college.
Yep.
Because that's what we're here for. And we just got done with Welcome Week because it's week 2, Wednesday of week 2.
It's officially week 2.
Which is a little fun, a little interesting. So I think the best way to start off is kind of give everybody a little recap of our last year. We didn't start this until our second year, so we're a little behind, and some people may not have heard that much about us from last year. So I think we should give them a little recap of what we talked about last year. So what did we do last year? I think last year we started college for the first time, which was pretty exciting, pretty nerve-wracking. Everybody comes in with this big mindset that's going to be this huge change. Yeah. Everything's nerve-wracking, and I would very much agree. It is a huge change.
It is very different, especially if you've never been to a different school. I have gone to a different school before, but
I have not.
Yeah.
This was my second school for me in my whole life. So that was very scary for me, and I'm sure it was scary for you too.
Oh yeah, but I had done the whole meet
new
friends,
people,
meet new people, completely different people, because
yeah, different switch of scenery there in the middle. But throughout the year, I'd say we met some new people, made some new friends, which is very
made some lifelong
fun.
Friends.
Yes, most definitely. I'd say definitely throughout the year we got to go on a bunch of different little adventures, kind of try some new things. Nothing drastic. Mom and Dad, I don't have any tattoos yet. Just would like to put that out there.
I did a piercing in college, as in I got my ears pierced again. That was a lovely surprise to my father. So
I'm sure he loved it though. It's just fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit of that, a little bit of this. I think throughout the year we got to kind of just open up and find new perspective a little bit. Yeah. I'd say it was an eye-opening experience for me, especially because I had never really done much other than working besides stuff out of school. So it's definitely a new perspective to kind of see everybody and see how different personalities are and different ways that people express themselves, and I find it really cool. I think it's a really cool experience.
I would have to agree. I mean, obviously, I am more nervous, probably by myself a little bit more. But I do think I did branch out in college more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah.
At least. So.
And I think it kind of forces you to. I think the whole college experience forces you to, like, get out of the comfort zone a little bit and, like, express yourself more. So I found it to be a very fulfilling year last year, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree.
It was definitely a lot of trial and error.
It was a lot of trial and error.
It was like, we can both speak from experience of failing a class first semester
we
of
both did
freshman
that.
year. Not to put us on the spot or anything. However,
Math is hard.
math is hard. And we weren't in the same math even.
No, we were in completely different maths.
So, on that note, check your Rate My Professor
Yes.
before and or while you're registering for classes at any point in time. Very helpful resource.
It is very good to know what you can expect from a teacher, because you never know if you're going to get somebody who has a thick accent and you realize you don't understand what they're saying, or just somebody who isn't very good at answering questions or just kind of shoves work in your face and expects you to know how to do it.
Exactly.
So,
definitely Rate My Professor. 100% a college tool that you need.
yeah.
So, on that note, always look at that. And I think with the classes in general, keep up with your professor's emails. Keep up with their notifications. Keep up with your to-do list. Write it down. Put it in some planner. Put it on something.
Put it on a whiteboard.
Do anything to keep it in the front of your mind, because you go out and you want to, experience everything, and then sometimes those academics fall to your back burner.
They really do.
And then they're past you before you know it, and professors in college, in fact, do not care what you are doing. They're going to fail you.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's always important to enjoy, like, the moments and have fun and go and try out the things. Go to a party once in a while.
yeah.
Try to go out with friends. Go do
Exactly.
a study group. Go
Go to the library.
to the library. But remember that you are here at college to learn, get a degree, so you can have a brighter future.
And once again, you're paying too much to not walk
least
away
try.
with your degree. So, at least the least you could do is try. And honestly, it's very taxing mentally and physically.
yeah.
I would say I've gone through the highest and lowest points of my life already in the last year and a week of college.
No stuff.
I think once you get into the groove of it, you'll find your people, you'll find what works best for you, you'll find those things that are important to you and what you prioritize. And the people and things that you prioritize will influence the person you become.
Yes.
So choose wisely.
You always have to remember, you surround yourself with people who you want to be like, because eventually,
Exactly.
if you want to or you not, or you realize it or not, you do
You
become
will.
like the people around you.
100%. 100%. And it's scary how quickly you can become like that person. Like, I've known her for forever, and I'd say we have a lot of similar characteristics now.
Yeah.
I've been friends with her for a while.
And I
so
mean, like, we've picked up on stuff that our
from other friends
our
as well.
roommate does. It's
It hits you before you realize it. I will put it that way. So back to the school year and welcome week in general. I think just coming to school that first week, especially as a freshman, I know I said it's overwhelming, anxious,
but it's exciting.
It's exciting.
There's
There's a lot of events. Yes.
It's a new thing for everyone. You get to live away from home. You're maybe living with a best friend potentially. Like,
Exactly.
we were best friends in high school, and now we're roommates. It does work for some people. You just have to make it
Communicate.
Communication.
Communicate is so big. It's so big.
That's actually a good point. We were friends in middle school and high school.
And then we decided to do the roommate thing. And we didn't have separate rooms last year. We
lived
were
together.
in the same bedroom. And, it's different. It's definitely different. I would say it was a good experience
I
for
agree.
us. I thought it actually made us closer, if anything.
Probably.
But communication is a very big thing. Because if there's something... Because what I realized also is, like, the more you let things simmer, the more it's harder to say something about it. So it just will bother you more as time goes on. Whereas you could have just said it as soon as it happened, and you could have been fine and gotten over it faster. You know what I mean? Like,
if you let it simmer and, like, let it boil up inside you, it's just gonna come out worse. It's just gonna be meaner. It's because it's gonna be removed, and it's like, I did something a week ago and you're telling me now, and you've been mad this whole time. So it's
when there was
better,
no need for that. Yeah,
it's just better to not. We didn't get into any major issues at all, really.
No,
but we've always been good about communicating. So I would say, if you and your best friend want to live together, I mean,
start talking. That's a crazy thing. Talk to your best friend. That is wild. Me personally, would never do that. Yes, I would. But I think it's definitely, I mean, with us living together, it was just kind of like, you will know everything about that person. You will, if you don't want to or not, you will know everything about that person.
Dorm room's tiny. We got pretty lucky. We had a bigger dorm, but it.
So, we had to take a break.
Yeah.
So, I think, let me grab my notes back out. What else?
Yeah, what else? What were we just talking about?
Welcome week.
Living together, friendship.
Yes. Living together is very much a fun thing, I'd say. Definitely keep in mind the other person.
Yeah.
Keep in mind basic rules, basic house rules. Don't be afraid to set them.
Yeah, because, I mean, last year we shared a room, but we had more roommates. We had 2 more. Mm-hmm. And it was good that we had a common area, but you have to set boundaries for the common area. Mm-hmm. Especially because we feel like we can talk to each other very well because we're friends. Mm-hmm. But it felt almost a little weird trying to be like, hey, I don't want to intrude on, like, telling you what to do with your stuff, but this binder has been sitting on our table for
weeks, months.
I need to cook food right here in our small little apartment.
And I mean, just like keeping things in the fridge for too long, and it's like, it's going bad, throw it away.
Mm-hmm. Setting like a date for, like, hey, leftovers can sit in the fridge, but if they're not eaten in a week or 2, they need to go.
And I feel like that's also super important if you do random roommates.
Very.
To keep those things in mind moving in with them, because, like, they grew up with a different lifestyle. They're not you. They don't know all the same things as you. They don't, like, they can't possibly know what's normal for you at home.
Mm-hmm, because, I mean, like, it's weird to think, like, somebody's maybe quirks to you is, like, how their family just live their lives. Like, you might throw out leftovers after a week, but maybe my family thinks, oh, it's after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So you just have to find a balance in between what everybody thinks is best and
also get to know people.
Yeah.
Get to know who you're living with, because
you do it on Instagram now, and
it sounds crazy to even say that, but I think that would have been something that I would have needed to know going into school, is get to know the people that you live with. Get to hear about what they do in their home life. What are the things that they enjoy? What are the things that they use to blow off steam? What are the things that they do naturally, the things that give them comfort, you know? Like, what are those things look like for them, you know? Because you get into living with them and then you turn around and realize, like, oh, everybody is different. Like, not everybody is like me, nor did they grow up like me, nor do they have the same background as me. And that applies for really any of your friends.
Oh, yeah.
Just get to know them, and I think you'll find that you'll respect more of the things that they do instead of hating on them for those things.
Because once you get to know somebody and the reasons behind why they do this or what happened in their family that they were like, oh, I do that because of this. So it's like, it's good to be able to get to know somebody on a personal level.
Exactly.
So you understand why they do small details differently.
Yes. And I'd say that's probably one of the bigger things that I would definitely know going into school, or want to know going into school, or any new school for that matter. Just meeting new people, trying to make new friends. Get out of the comfort zone, ask them those questions, like, get to know them, talk to them. It's so easy to just sit down and ask somebody to talk about themselves.
Because people love to talk about themselves. It's what we're good at. It's what we know.
Exactly. So I think that's definitely one of my big things, is get to know people for who they are, and don't be quick to judge. I know that's so hard, especially now that we have phones and social media and all that kind of stuff. I know it's so hard to not, like, see somebody and be like, why are they different than me?
And there's so many different personalities, especially in college, when you've lived and gone to school with the exact same people for a really long time, and you maybe haven't experienced many other types of people and other types of family lives. But there are some interesting people out there, and you have to give them a chance, because you never know how kind.
Fun fact, if they look interesting, they may be an interesting person.
Because if you always go for, like, the bland,
run-of-the-mill, same person, then you may not find somebody that's different. Or, somebody that you least expected to be one of your closest friends.
Yeah.
Like, I think I wouldn't have, like, half my friends if I just looked at somebody and was like, oh, you're different than me. Can't.
Or a type of a person, like, putting people into categories without knowing them.
Exactly. And I feel like that's not fair to them. It's also not fair to you.
Yeah, because you're
doing yourself a disservice, honestly.
Yeah.
Some of the coolest people I've met have been people that I would have least expected to have gotten along with, honestly. And that applied for high school, too.
I agree.
I don't think if I would have gotten out of my comfort zone, I would have met half my friends.
Yeah.
Or been as close with half my friends.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, a really cool thing. I think that's something that's just kind of, something to try out, get to know.
And I mean, you don't have to join a sorority or a frat to be social. Because we didn't.
We did not rush.
We did not rush. We didn't want to. It just wasn't something that we thought aligned with our personalities. I mean, there's nothing against anybody who does.
Our other roommate did decide to rush.
And she enjoyed it for her first year, but decided in the end that
it wasn't the best fit for her.
So she did drop out of her sorority beginning of sophomore year.
But with her, from what I've heard from her, now obviously I can't talk on rush life because I have never gone through it myself, but from my friends and our roommate's perspective, which we may even get her to come talk about that at some point. But she was able to make some friends through that process. It sounded like a very lively process. You kind of get to experience a bunch of different things right there at the beginning. You have events throughout the year that you attend. It's just a very big commitment. With anything in college that you join, it's a big commitment.
It's
most
not,
of the time,
simple, maybe I'll go to this or that. It's there's a lot of requirements that come with those. And I guess that's just, like, not something we were looking for.
No.
Especially because we wanted to have our freedom and be able to go and do what we wanted. And, I mean, I guess you get to do that in a sorority in some ways, but we would have rathered maybe stay home and watch a movie than have to go to an event that we really didn't want to.
Yeah. It's, I'd say it's definitely for the people that kind of want a sped up friend process.
Yeah.
If you will, it's a lot of people that are very open to making friends right off the bat.
Yeah.
Kind of in one central pool of people, and those are the people that you're going to see a lot because once you do get sorted into your groups or whatever, those are the people that you're at those events all the time with. Those are the people that you're seeing all the time and communication with all the time. So it's a big social and mental and physical commitment. So that just wasn't something that we were really interested in, because I think we're at heart more homebodies.
Very much so.
But we did get out and we did make friends without doing Rush.
And I mean, we
think
made
that's very
friends
important.
with people who were in sororities.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean if you're in a sorority you can't be friends with other people who are not, or that.
One of my best friends is here is in a sorority.
Yeah. Same.
And she loves it, and she has had all good experiences with it so far. So,
it depends. And I mean, it's good to go to the campus events, even if when you're not in a sorority and you have the free time. Our school throws a lot of events, especially during Welcome Week.
Go to sports, go to events, go support the people that you wouldn't usually support, and maybe they'll support you back in your endeavors.
We went and saw some shows for a class that our old roommate was in, or not in, she had to go to for a class. And we severely enjoyed going to the shows. Yeah. We thought it was a lot of fun. And
they were quite good. The shows here are amazing, actually. And I'd say, like, even just those things that you wouldn't expect that you would enjoy. Like, we would go out to, like, little pop-up stands on the field. Go shop around for, like, vintage clothes.
Yeah, they do.
And meet the people that are vending, because they're also students here.
Yeah, they sell artwork and
clothes, jewelry.
And I bought a couple rings at an event last year.
And it's all, like, handmade things that, like, you know, people here made.
Which is a amazing thing, and really great that they get to sell and like get money and commission from their passions. So.
Absolutely. And I mean, one of my favorite things that we did last year was the mystery bus tour.
Oh my goodness.
That was one of my favorite things.
Went on a mystery bus tour.
It was hosted by the RAs on campus, and we just got an email about it. It wasn't really advertised that much, but it's basically an event that is completely a surprise. The whole day is a surprise, and you just sign up. So you show up and sign up, and they're going to take you and do things that you normally wouldn't pay for as a college student.
We wouldn't have the money to, or the time maybe.
And we ultimately, we went painting at this one place, which was super cute.
Like, you never know what opportunities could come from this, because I got offered a job at the painting place.
On that bus tour, we also they took us to like a restaurant. This was so funny.
Yeah.
It was called...
Maybe I can insert a clip from the restaurant.
It was so funny. It was like you go and sit down and they will serve you like a regular meal or whatever, and then there's like a stage. And it's right in front of you, like right beside you. And we were lucky enough to sit in the table front and center. And they'll just like come up and interact with you, like throw a bow on you, just sing to you, serenade you.
It was a great time. It was like, I guess it was like a sing-along kind of a...
Oh, most definitely.
It was a
sing and dance
bar kind of a thing. It had a restaurant with it, and it was a lot of fun.
We made a couple friends on that trip.
Oh, yeah.
Which was so cool. And then they gave us cupcakes and a free sweatshirt. And
that was great.
That was a really cool...
Honestly, it was one of my favorite memories from freshman year.
Yeah.
And honestly, I wasn't as interested in going at first because I was like, I don't know what it is. All this seems a little sketchy. I know it came from the school, but it's like they're taking you somewhere on a bus and you don't know where it was like a solid maybe 5 hours.
It was a long...
That we were, they were like, you need to
block off your whole night, babe, because we're going to be gone. We're gone.
And we were, and it was a lot of fun.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it, actually. Oh, yeah. And it was something that we just, got in an email from an RA. It was just something out of the ordinary that we were just like, oh, that seems interesting. Let's
And
try
I
it.
mean, it's a good thing to be like, hey, check your email. I know teachers will say it all the time to you, 24/7 probably. Check your email, check your email, check your email. But in this case, we happened to both open our email, and when we got the notification,
We're like, we're doing it.
we want to do it. So,
We totally did. And it ended up being one of our literal favorite things that we did the whole year.
oh yeah.
So I would definitely recommend checking out the things that your RAs plan for you. I know they spend a lot of work on it, and they're very underappreciated because a lot of people think they're only like the rule guy or they're only
Yeah.
whatever. But they do have some pretty creative things that happen to be pretty fun. And keep in mind that RAs are students like you too.
Yeah, and they don't want you messing up because a lot of RAs get graded for what they do to their side of the dorm, if it's decorations or if it's event planning. It's something that they get to do to live on campus for cheaper.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a very smart idea to be on RA if you can, because
And it's a lot of people that just need help sometimes.
yeah.
And they're students just like us, and they're just there because they need some help or they just need something to fill in their time or whatever. So don't be scared to meet them. They're very sweet people, at least they were for us.
Yeah, I mean, ours
We
was
really
great.
loved our RAs, and
We lived next door to the RA, and
we were so
was
grateful for her. She came
really
in clutch all the time. Like,
yeah,
she really,
she really did.
I loved her, and I mean,
She had a pet cat.
she was great.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. But I would definitely recommend getting to know your RAs. Get to know the people in your building.
Yeah.
I made some friends by just, walking around in our building or saying
Yeah.
hi or
I mean,
whatever.
It's always fun to like get to know and see who you live around, because for us, our dorm was co-ed, and so we had a set of boys who lived across the hall from us, and like we had a lot of fun peeking out the
people and seeing what they were up
seeing
to.
all the shenanigans
They
were
never locked their door.
Their key was always in the door, and
Or on top of it or
on the
whatever.
light next to it. It was.
They were just
They
a trip.
taped their door open once, so taped their lock so they didn't have to keep the key. I mean, if you're gonna lose the key, might as well just.
Not use it, I guess. Safety was
We-
not their concern.
We used the key.
We locked our door all the time, so that was fine, but it was funny to see their life adventures.
Yeah.
Live
It's
vicariously through
Very
that.
interesting. And I guess they did need it, because once they did
Lose it.
lose it and lock themselves out and just sat in the hallway by our door
Banging
for a
on the
very
door.
long time.
But people in your building. Sometimes they may just be the people that you need to know. Like, sometimes the lore from the people in your building is the lore of the year.
And honestly, some of the craziest things happen in a dorm room. We had fire alarms.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of fire alarms, because a sprinkler system in our parking garage broke, and it would set off the fire alarm inside building all the time. And I think we had about 8 fire alarms in the month of January.
Yep. And they're not going to be conveniently timed. We're talking 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Back to back even at those
yeah.
hours. Paper due the next day. Well, too bad.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to let you stand in the snow for 2 hours. How about that?
Yeah.
But it's a core memory.
It was, and I mean, we got the photos to prove it, and
I can laugh it off now,
oh yeah.
but I was freezing my booty off in that snow.
Oh yeah, I was not pleased, especially because like it was at 1 a.m, and we were in our pajamas, and it was just not a fun day. But in the moment, it wasn't very fun.
It was not
but looking
fun.
back, it's like
In the moment, but it was definitely something that I will enjoy thinking about for a long time to come, I'm sure. But other than that, I would say if you're coming to college, this is just for anybody who's maybe starting a new school or about to go into welcome week for the first or maybe second time, and you didn't get as much out of it as you wanted to one of the other times that you did it. I would say get out there, try something new.
Check your email,
Check
because
your
they do
email.
have events that they will
All the
email you
time.
about.
All the time, every week.
Yeah.
Not even just Welcome Week. They send out events every
week.
There's always something to do on campus, but also there's always something to do off campus.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Go explore.
Our favorite thing to do is go get Taco Bell and Zaxby's.
And literally go get food and drive around and listen to music. You know?
A great time.
So don't be afraid to try something new.
Because you can always go drive around with your friends.
Always.
If you have nothing to do, if you go to school in a very small town that has not much going on, there's always something to do on a college campus.
And if you don't happen to live with your best friend, you can literally go find somebody that's walking that maybe looks a little lonely too, and I promise it will be worth talking to them in the end.
One of my first friends in college, I met on the elevator going to class, and we ended up walking to class together every single day.
Yeah.
Because
you weren't scared to talk to her.
For once in my life, I initiated a conversation and said, "Oh my gosh, I love your skirt. Where'd you get it?" And I did love her skirt. It was very cute.
She wasn't being rude like something else.
Mm-hmm.
If you get it, you get it. Anyways, continue.
But I was genuinely very interested in where she got her skirt, and I actually got a skirt like it off Shein because that's where she got it. Yeah. So
there you go.
And I love her. She's great. We walked together all the first semester. Our schedules didn't align second semester. But, you know, I still snap her. She's great. So you never know who you're going to meet and who you're going to make a friendship with and be able to talk to and gossip to and complain to. But
and take your Be Real with in class. So you only... I did do that a couple times.
Oh, gotta love the B-Reels in class. Even though barely anybody uses B-Reel.
I do.
We use it because our friends at college use it.
And it's a great way to stay in contact with people. Also, quick side note, don't forget about your high school friends.
Yeah.
When you go to college.
If you want to have those friendships last, don't let them slip away.
It's a lot more difficult to do than it is to say. I've been so grateful for the people that have reached out and intentionally stayed in contact with me.
We've had a couple friends who are like, oh, these are going to be the girls that are going to be at our weddings that we're going to see forever, that we love forever. And you know what? I will love them, but they might not be there for all the rest of the moments of my life now that we've separated, and I don't feel like I can contact them
because we haven't talked in over a year at this point, and that's sad. But also it's important for both you and the other person to try to be there, even
put in an effort,
even if it's not all the time. Like you are on your own. You have your own life, your own things going on. It gets busy, it gets crowded. You don't need to reach out to them all the time. But a simple "how you doing?" Hey,
how's college? Or even if you don't know, you can always text, "Hey, can we call? I want a lure drop." You gotta initiate it in some ways, because if you don't, and you might not talk to them as much as you wished you had in the long run.
It can even be the people that you thought was gonna last a long time that you're sitting here thinking a year later, man, I haven't talked to them in a year. I wonder what's going on with them. And even now, it's not too late to text them. Like, I could still sit here and text somebody and be like, hey, how are you doing? Like, how's life been? I've talked to a few people even this week that I haven't seen in over a year. And it's just good to kind of catch up with people. Just because you leave high school doesn't mean you have to drop everybody. Yeah, they're still people too. They still care about you. You
still had all those years.
Like, don't neglect the memories that you made just because
you're off to make new ones.
Yes, and make the new ones, obviously. But that doesn't mean that you have to drop everybody. That's not what that means. So feel free. So I guess we can just go back to just don't get stuck in high school. I I know it seems like maybe a big piece of your life was there at one point.
Yeah.
But it's very easy to start a new life in school or out of school. I feel like once you actually start getting involved and getting those friends here, it makes it very easy to kind of
let the past
go. Let it go. But we can talk about high school.
Branching out your bubble.
Yeah. Yeah. But we can talk about high school a different day and kind of go into that a little bit more later on. But I think kind of for our last little piece here, we should probably talk some about sophomore year welcome week.
Yes.
Since that's what we just endured this past week, which is super exciting.
It was.
It was a lot of emotions, a lot of things.
Yes, quite a bit of things happened. We'll probably talk about
in a later episode.
We've had a traumatic bad week. So
yeah.
Which isn't usual for welcome week. So don't
count on that. No. In fact, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
No, it's been a terrible accident that happened.
Yeah. We'll say it's an accident. Just know that throughout trials, there's always going to be a brighter end at the end. I think we could probably kind of go into details on how that affects us a little later, but for ground basis and the purpose of welcome week.
Yes.
I'd say as far as welcome week things go, it was a decent week. Yeah. I would say I was very excited to come back as a sophomore. I was
too. Where we don't live on campus anymore. Mm-hmm. We have a apartment outside of campus
that we very much love.
It's in walking distance. It's not terrible.
It's really nice, and I was very much at a high coming back. I was super excited to be back.
I was a little bit more hesitant, but
I still think we were both kind of at a place of like, okay, time for summer to be over.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
Although we did have very fun summers.
We did a lot.
We did a lot this summer, which we can...
Honestly, we could talk about...
We could talk about that in another episode of sorts, too. Just kind of what a summer break looks like when it comes to the two of us. Because we kind of have a lot of stuff always going on. But as far as welcome week goes, we kind of went out a little bit. We kind of stayed in a little bit. We went to one or two activities, went out to eat a few times, reconnected with friends.
Made new ones.
Very important. Went to classes, didn't miss anything up there until the very, very end, but that was because of the accident.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'd say a lot of highs and lows in 1 week for sure. It was definitely a very welcome week.
It was something.
It was definitely something. I'd say at the highs, it was very happy and very good to kind of be around your people, kind of good to finally be back to something that, you know, feels like a second home. At least it does for me.
It's once you do get the chance to be away and alone and have that freedom, it's hard to go back and your parents are there and they're like, where are you going? What are you doing? You can't just exit the house without saying anything.
Exactly. But it's a very different level of freedom coming to school. Which is something that I think everyone would say they enjoy, arguably.
Probably.
But it also is freedom, which means that you're on your own, and a lot of people don't realize that fact of being on your own has so much to it.
It really does.
It's about finding balance and about, just getting into a good flow for you. Like what that looks like for you. I'd also say at the lows of this week, I would put it as a lot of anxiety, a lot of
worry,
a lot of almost like scared, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an interesting, rough week. We will discuss it at some point, just not today.
But
I mean,
throughout all of that, though, we've gotten to week 2.
we have.
We're doing better, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean, we have enjoyed getting to reconnect. We had a lovely. We watched a movie with our old roommate.
Which she's so sweet.
We love her, and no bad blood between us at all was called.
No.
She just got a really good offer to live for free somewhere, and we were like,
Go
we
you.
would all take it.
Literally. But, I mean, stay connected, which is another good plug, to stay connected to old college friends, too.
Yeah.
Don't let them just fall away over the summer, because it's harder in college to keep up with your friends over the summer like you would in high school or any other break.
They can live
Hours away. And most of mine do live hours away, and so I can't
so do mine.
go see any of them over summer break that's 4 months long. So it's just important to stay in touch with people, reach out. They're your support system. So they're going to be there for you through the highs and lows of whatever college may bring.
And I mean, it might not be as crazy as what we went through, but you will be bonded with these people.
These are
more
your
than
lifelong buddies.
More than you know.
It's a crazy time, honestly. And
It really is, especially to be in college.
it's just such a big time for growth.
It is.
And self-discovery and just, all the big fun, crazy words that you can come up with to just describe what college life really is. And I'm sure talking about Welcome Week is probably just the tip of the iceberg for all the things that we can talk
Most
about.
definitely.
That goes into everything that is kind of surrounding college and what that looks like, and we'll definitely talk more about that later on. But we just kind of wanted to give an overview, give you a little what's the icing on the cake without giving you too much of the cake, and so I think this was a good start.
Maybe we'll see.
We'll see what.
I'm gonna edit this and see if it's good.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be a good time.
I agree, and I feel like it'll be good for us to have this to look back on.
I agree. A little digital diary.
Yeah.
And hopefully there may be somebody on the other side that benefits from something we have to say.
Maybe.
Or maybe they'll listen and then do the exact things that we did and not learn from our mistakes.
But then learn from their own.
And you know what? That's okay.
You will learn.
You will learn no matter whose advice you take.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna say you have to take our advice. Everything that we went through,
You're gonna go through because that's just.
It's not true, and also everybody has different experiences in
exactly
college. You never know. So this is just us letting what we know out there. If you want to take our advice, you can take it. If you don't,
then you can just listen to our stories and come along the ride with us. And I think that may just be just as cool to me, at least, because you know what, you get to be there and you get to sit with us through it. And to all of our college friends, you're going through this at the same time that we are. So if you ever have a plug or an idea, feel free to let us know.
Oh yeah,
We'd love to hear it.
We'd love to hear it.
Or we'd love to hear you. Just if you're our friends and you're listening all the way till this much, at the end, we would love for you to say hi.
We would love to hear from y'all.
But yeah, this is super exciting.
It is.
I'm so excited to see where this takes us. And I think that's all, folks.
I think so.
Bye.
Bye.